Hello, hello. I hope you guys are doing good. We wanted to bring you guys another update as to what is going on in our Tri-County market. So the first thing I will start off with is that the eviction moratorium has now been extended until June 2021. So that means for all of our lovely landlord friends and family that, we won't be able to pursue anything in small claims court until August 1st, but great news for our friends and family in the rental market.
The other thing, we wanted to jump in and kind of switching gears here, talk about being a buyer in this market. It's tough to be a buyer right now. Doesn't mean there's not benefits to it, but it is tough. And the reason it's so tough is we're seeing so many offers. Like truly 14, 15, 20 offers on a property.
And what's really interesting is not only are we seeing so many offers, but I would say more now than ever, I'm seeing like 20, 25, 30% down conventional buyers. It's been pretty rare that we've seen an FHA buyer even come through our listings with offers, because that's how competitive it is, which I don't know if they're just getting beaten out and they're discouraged, or if it's only the conventional buyers that are really competitive at this point,
Well, I think you're absolutely right. We're seeing more cash down than we've ever seen, because the reality is buyers are being asked to lift their appraisal contingency first and foremost. And it's that contingency that the only buyer that can guarantee that price is a buyer that's putting a lot of cash down, because it'll drop their loan balance down below whatever an appraisal deficiency might be.
Right.
And interesting enough, we did just have a lower price point listing hit the market last week. Very bizarre. So we still had these crazy cash kind of deposits going in for these buyers. We had multiple conventional offers. We did have the FHAs though. We did have the down payment assistance, just because it's natural for that price point. Unfortunately, those guys just don't look as strong on paper. But what is happening too that is benefiting a seller is the FHA buyers and the down payment assistance buyers that are still brave enough to throw their hat in the ring, because they are out there, are driving that price up. And so as the price goes up, the conventional buyers now have to be more competitive with their price, and
yeah, it's a lethal game out there, because the down payment assistance and the FHA buyers, their biggest leverage is to give more money, because they know that, okay, I will have to have an appraisal contingency. I will have to, get a second loan. I don't have the down payment. So on paper, they don't look as strong as a conventional buyer. So they're just going to throw a lot of money at this listing. And then all of a sudden, now you got these 20%, 25% conventional buyers stepping in, and they're looking at this like, wow, not only do I have to beat their price, but now because the price is being driven so high, I have to lift the appraisal and guarantee that. And we're seeing that time and time again. It is, I'd say our past 3 to 4 listings, all of them, no appraisal contingency, even no inspection contingencies. So I would say right now, the offer market is more impacted, and I just say competitive than I've ever seen it before.
Right. No, I completely agree, especially in the Sacramento area.
Yeah.
So anyway, stay tuned. We'll continue to give you updates. We're starting to act like a little mini Bay Area over here with how these offers are coming in. So stay tuned. Last thing we want to address, because this just popped up last week, is we got a phone call from a client, and we get these phone calls a lot, but they wanted to know, should I spend the time, money, and energy to renovate my home over the next 30 or 60 days getting ready to go on market in the springtime, right? And the shorter answer to that question is maybe. Because a lot of sellers want to know that, and the reality is every property is going to be different. I can say, as a rule of thumb, paint is your best friend. It's kind of the cheapest bang for your buck, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like this is also difficult to approach, because of how competitive it is. I would say you guys might be better off just listing the property as is, especially if they don't have maybe the finances right now to do like a full remodel. But everyone knows that when a house is beautiful and a buyer walks in and falls in love with it, that's guaranteed to drive the price. So it's really tough, and that's why every situation is unique.
Right. We had a listing last year that the only thing that our seller did was paint the exterior of the house. I'm sorry, and the interior. Exterior and interior, right? It was a big house. And we sold that house $150,000 more than he had bought it for, and it had been 90 days. He bought it and sold it in 90 days.
And this was not meant to be a flip.
No.
This was not intentional. It was just like, hey guys, I actually want to sell this now. What can I do? And we're like, okay,
Paint.
some paint.
Yeah, and so that really worked to his advantage. And we've had several sellers that we've done some paint with, and we also have a few that we've done bathroom remodels and flooring and a few other things. So if you're questioning that, give us a call. We're always happy to take a look at whatever your project is, whatever your home is, run an analysis on what it would sell for today, and then if you do X, Y, and Z, what it would sell for then, because you don't want to spend $15,000 to remodel a couple bathrooms to only make $15,000. You're breaking even and you just wasted a bunch of time and energy. So,
Yep, I would agree.
But yeah, anyways, that's it for today. Good seeing everyone, and happy February.